Hello, happy Eclipse Day. It is April 19th/20th, and there is a solar eclipse going on somewhere in the world. I think it's in the Asian side of the world. Asia, I think, is going to see it, among other places. I wanted to use this opportunity, use this day, right? We can make a big deal with solar eclipse. It's really just an opportunity to have conscious intention, conscious reflection about anything. We can make it, the thing about our lives is we can make anything mean anything, right? So solar eclipse could mean nothing, or it could just be an opportunity to make it mean something, right? And so I just use these astrological pencil points along our linear timeline to reflect and have conscious intention. So I am sitting here in my prayer chair, and I thought that we could do something fun today, something different. I talk a lot about creativity, consciousness, and connection. And one of the main ways that I do that I connect to God, that I connect to myself, that I connect to the problems that I'm having, that I connect to the solutions. Writing is a huge way that I connect to the solutions for my problems. If I'm struggling with something, I oftentimes will run to my computer to reason it out, to just let it all flow, let the consciousness flow, so that I can step back and look, and I'm amazed at one, what I create, and amazed at how it really tells me the truth about the situation that I happen to be in. So it is a wonderful gift, a wonderful tool to use for your life, growth, happiness, connection. It is magical, and I do cling to the craft of writing. So I thought we would use this day to talk about, there's a lot of astrologers out there who talk about this solar eclipse in Aries being a paradigm shifting eclipse, and that is awesome. And who doesn't love a paradigm shift? But it's also, I thought, an opportunity to set some goals. Braca Goldsmith talked about being brave. So I am taking this eclipse day to be brave and try something new. So I thought if you wanted to grab your journal, you could do some writing with me. We're just going to have a few prompts here, sentences, questions for you to reflect on, to write on, and see what you think, see what comes through, see what truths emerge for you when you take a few moments, a half hour, however long you have, to really sit with these questions and see how, from this day forward, thinking about these questions, maybe you can shift the paradigms in your life, okay? So I did write them down, and I thought, okay, these sound really good. You know, it's about enthusiasm and stagnancy, right? Where are you enthusiastic about your life? In what areas? Is it your family? Is it your garden? Is it your business? You know, what really motivates you to bounce out of bed or roll out of bed in the morning? What are you really enthusiastic about? And so you can grab your journal and write down, what am I enthusiastic about? And on the flip side of that is what has really gotten stagnant in my life? Where has the passion left? Where has my enthusiasm waned? And is there a way that you can bring some of that enthusiasm that you have for one thing in your life and carry over even just a small little bit into an area of your life that you're feeling you're just tired of and no longer does it for you. And maybe you can't, maybe it's something that you have to consciously let go of. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a project that just no matter what you do, you just can't revive it. Maybe, it has something to do with your geography. Maybe it's time you think about relocating, right? So it's a good question to ask yourself, where are you just kicking a can down the road, and can you add enthusiasm back into this area of your life, or is it time to really move on? Right. So that's one area to ponder and think about. The other question that I had here is, and I was thinking the other day, what did you want to be when you were little? What were you so excited about? And what did you want to be that made you so excited? Right? Can you remember that? Do you remember what you wanted to be when you were little? I know what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a solid gold dancer. I don't know if you remember the solid gold dancers from the 80s. But I did. I watched that show that was from Solid Gold. Yeah, it was Solid Gold. It was a dance competition show. And I wanted to be a solid gold dancer. It was the best. And they were the best, and I just thought they were great. I've always loved dancing. I mean, dancing, I've always loved it. It's just brings me joy. I did not become a dancer in my life, but I still do enjoy dancing. But it's interesting, and I wrote down here, does that memory still make you smile of the thing that you wanted to be when you grew up? And for me, it totally does. I mean, if I think about the solid gold dancers, I was in awe of them. And yes, it does still make me smile. And what is the grown-up version of that dream? What is the grown-up version of that dream of what you wanted to be when you were little? For me, I think of the sparkle, right? They were in gold lame, among other things, but just the sparkle, they sparkled and shined like nobody's business and had confidence and just were just phenomenal. I love them. So sparkle, right? The grown-up version of that is, where can I ignite the sparkle? I do still love bold colors. I do still love sparkle. So where can I reinstate an enthusiasm and a sparkle? I have some ideas. I have some things that are percolating. I'm actually going to start painting. That's where my sparkle's coming in. I'm feeling this overwhelming need to just decorate my life with color and paint and really express myself through painting. So that's where my sparkle's coming from. So I invite you to ask yourself, what is the grown-up version of the dream you had when you were little? Yes. So on this eclipse day, what new life are you emerging out of the shadows into? What newness? What new opportunities? I know a lot of people who are going back to school right now to get their degrees in something completely different than what they've been doing for the last forever years, right? So that is huge. That is a perfect example of stepping over the threshold into a new world that is exciting and might make you nervous, but is what you are meant to do right now, right? So the eclipse is such a wonderful metaphor and symbol of stepping out of the shadow into the light once it emerges into new energy, into a new day, into a new experience. And that is how I see this solar eclipse. It's propelling us. It's just from my own self. I see it as a propelling mechanism into an excuse, a kick in the butt for you to go forward into something completely new, a shift in your personal paradigm. So I completely agree that that is what this eclipse is representing, for no other reason than we make it so. We make it so. Right? So I will write down these questions in the box below in case you didn't have a chance to write them down. But I think they're fun and they give you something to think about. And on this eclipse day, if you just take 5 minutes and set an intention for a new something to bring enthusiasm back into your life or to amplify the enthusiasm that is already in your life. So I wish you a wonderful eclipse, wonderful writing, wonderful connection, wonderful creativity. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all again soon. Take care.